Jamaican history is special. Jamaican history is totally special. It's not known at all. There's nobody knowing Jamaican history. But the actual fact of Jamaica being in this country is that Jamaicans were the people who built Britain into civilization.
Sally, you don't have to look at the camera, you know.
You're going away from me.
No, there's talk, Uncle. Don't worry about the camera. There's talk. I'm going to capture it, man. I'm going to capture it.
Jamaica built Britain into civilization because in 1566, the English were hungry, starving. They didn't have food. And they heard that all the Europeans were going to Ghana for food. Now Ghana is the center of the earth. Ghana is the center of the earth. And they're having a discussion, it distracts me. That's the thing that killed black people, distraction, man. You concentrate on the person.
Take your time, Uncle, take your time. Ghana is the center of the earth. You said Ghana is the center of the earth.
I'm a qualified teacher as well on other subjects. Now, when the British were starving and didn't have food, and all the white people went to Ghana. When you say Ghana to a lot of black people, say, ah. When you look at Parliament, to show you the advancement of Ghana, you look at Parliament, Westminster Abbey, the High Court, they were all stolen, taken out of Ghana and brought to this country. They didn't have anything in this country. And the Ghanaian, which is a black man's bad habit, is to laugh at somebody down and out, playing big. And the white people were embarrassed. He was an emperor, Ghana was an empire. Spain took some of the buildings, France took some of the buildings. But the Queen at the time, Queen Mary, told her messenger, when you go to Ghana, go down on your knees and beg the emperor for food. And they did that. And it turned out they got a better chance than all the Europeans because they went down and paid respect to the emperor. But then they took the emperor out of Ghana down the Atlantic into the Seychelles in the Indian Ocean and kept him there. Because he gave them the secret of how to be prosperous by having a God and a philosophy. Now, the Bible is a philosophy. The Bible is not about God. There's nothing in the Bible about God. The Bible is a philosophy how to control people. And they set up, so they took Westminster Abbey as the worshiping place that the Ghanaians had. And from there on in, Britain gained power of the world. And that philosophy, they put it on everybody, and that's how they get control. Finance, education, all came from Ghana. The education in England is African education. The language was invented by a black man, William Shakespeare's father, invented the language. So it's not easy to talk in this atmosphere because a lot of destruction. You can't talk this type of subject. You can't talk in open atmosphere. You have to be close to somebody. But the entire structural architecture, economics, mathematics, all came from Ghana. The Ghanaians are the people who educated the Greeks and some of the Turks, right? The Taj Mahal in India was built by a Ghanaian.
Yeah, where you find that out?
Huh?
How you learn that, Uncle?
So the entire development of Britain came out of the Jamaicans that civilized the English. The Crimean War were all Jamaican soldiers. The entire Crimean War, the Crimean War was fought by Jamaican soldiers. America was captured by Jamaicans for the British. Canada was captured by Jamaican soldiers for the British. America, the entire America was captured because no white man could go inside America to face the Indians. The Jamaican army and Jamaican soldiers captured America. If you go into Jamaica,
what's the sources? How can we verify what you're saying?
Right?
What's the sources of your information? How can we verify what you're saying?
You go into Jamaica now, into Clarendon, and various families that grandfathers have died, and ask them, they probably show you the grandfather's gun, rifle, what he used in the Crimean War. They have a story about the first nurse is Florence Nightingale. It's not one nurse, it's two.
Mary Seacole.
Mary Seagull from Montego Bay, Jamaica. And yeah, all Jamaican soldiers that get the land and the house they have in Jamaica was given to them as a gift for fighting the Crimean War. Because Britain had illegally invaded Russia. Britain illegally invaded Russia in 1914, and nobody complained about it. Right?
What book? If I wanted to read up about this, what book would I go to?
You won't get it in a book.
How you get it? Huh? How you get it?
Oh God, man, it's hell to tell you.
We got them things we
Not
want to know,
easy
because we
to
want to
just tell
learn.
you something like that.
We're out here selling books. We need to know. This is information.
See what I'm talking about?
You have to be curious like I am.
Yeah, that's how. Then
You
you
have
not
to
ask
be
a question.
curious and not being abrasive, very gentle. Talk to people you don't want to talk to. You go in places and you behave in a very orderly, simple way. And then you won't drive fear into the people because your skin is black. And you walk in a white man's shop, he expects you to buy something and walk out. But if you go in gently, politely, and look around and ask a few positive questions, then you develop a communication with them. That's how you get the information.
You got the information from a white man?
Huh?
You got the information from a white man?
Huh?
Did you get the information from a white man?
No. From the government institutions. They have books. The Institute of there's an institute.
Did I want some alpha? Oh no, I was gonna make sure that sister got some alpha. This one. Sorry, yeah, hold on.
What do you order? Some cat?
Your uncle, yeah, about the monarchy coming to the British monarchy coming to Jamaica today or yesterday.
The existence of the term British Empire.
Yeah.
British Empire came out of Ghana because it was just England at the time. And it's after capturing Ghana, getting the knowledge from Ghana, that made them become great. Everything came from Ghana. And what the British has done is to kill it so that nobody knows that black people civilized the English.
So tell us where we can get the sources from so everyone at home can go and get clued up about this uncle.
There is a society at Kew Gardens
Yeah.
with vast amount of the history that I'm telling you.
Okay.
Locked away, we have to become a member. The Records Office, the name of it is the Records Office
Okay.
at Kew Gardens.
Yeah.
But you have to become a member. It's not a thing where you go in a gang and take out a book or anything like that.
You have to read everything inside there.
You can go and make notes.
Okay.
You can go in and make notes, but you have to apply to be a member there. And you pay a fee to become a member,
Okay.
right? All the history of Britain's existence is
Yeah.
locked up in that records office. It used to be in the law court, and they moved it from Chancellor Lane because they don't want ordinary people to get their hands on it. And they moved it to Kew Gardens.
Okay.
All of the history. So they don't let ordinary people get all of it.
I'm gonna have to go sign up there.
Huh?
I'm gonna have to go and sign up so I can get some of that information there.
Yeah, the records office is, let me see. Public Records Office, yeah.
Keep it still, keep it still. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that card, that enables you to go in there and get access to any information what's in there.
Yeah, you have to go and apply to become a member.
Yeah,
Pay the fee.
yeah.
It's an annual. I don't know the charge annually now, but before, when you become a member and pay, you don't pay anymore.
Okay.
But all the information about each island, each country in the world
Yeah.
that Britain has captured is inside there.
Okay.
Dates and times, every single thing.
That's where you learn. That's where you learn about how they got the blueprint from Ghana.
Huh?
That's how you learned about how they got the blueprint from Ghana to run everything.
I didn't go all the way, but some of the books you pick up gives you an hint. And from that, I've run into English guys who have worked on ships. For instance, football came from Ghana.
Yeah.
Because you can't kick apples, pear apples with your foot. They saw the little boys kicking grapefruit and oranges in Accra. And that is how the idea of football came to be. So
Wait, is that documented in one of them books there as well?
Britain didn't invent football. Medicine, they didn't invent economics. The Ghanaians invented economics, medicine. Ghana was an empire. If you look at Parliament, and then you could tell how advanced they were. So Britain took that and claimed they're the ones who invented all these things. It's not true.
All right, Uncle.
All right, the building is so old that they have to spend £4 billion refurbishing the foundation that they just finished doing in Westminster. But every single ounce of it came out from the black people of Ghana. The black people of Ghana eventually became Jamaicans. They civilized the English, took the English out of starvation, because the English were eating each other as cannibals.
So what? So the story of enslavement that we got taken on ships and over to Jamaica, that's fabricated.
they didn't take black people to Jamaica as slaves.
What happened?
They took the Irish to Jamaica as slaves and the Scottish to Jamaica as slaves. But the black people who were here and rebelled, burned down a lot of the wooden buildings, and because they had the Ghanaian ships, Ghana invented ships, because they had the Ghanaian ships, they were able to take the black people that were building Britain, put them on ships, and carry them to Jamaica because they were looking for more food. And then they ran into the Caribbean island of Jamaica that's flourishing with food. So they dumped the Africans on the beaches of Jamaica. They didn't carry them there as slaves.
So when we go to them same library what you're talking about, we're not going to see records.
What?
When we go to them same library what you're talking about, we're not going to see records of British purchasing slaves from Ghana, from Gold Coast.
No. The black people came to Britain. They were taken to Britain by force on various different vibes of intimidation to come to England because the Ghanaians taught the English about how to survive by having a philosophy and a religion. Okay?
Which religion?
The English religion that they have.
Christianity.
That is what the English built up the story about Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Which is all false. Because you can't kill God. Man can't kill God. Right? You can't hold God and kill God. God is a spirit. God is not a human being.
So he's saying Christianity never exists before they...
No!
So when Christianity got invented?
The God they have as Jesus Christ, that is the God they're talking about. It's false. It's rubbish. How can you kill God? You can't kill God is a spirit. Inside our body, we have a spirit. When you die, when you drop down and die, the spirit comes out through your nostrils and move away into the atmosphere to another planet.
For your nostrils, how you know that?
I'm talking from experience. You can't bring details out on the street to tell people the details of your experience.
Do you believe in the man?
You can't bring details. That's why they write books. People, you have books with various stories and things. But I'm talking from experience. There's a spirit in your body, which is life, which is part of God. That spirit exists onwards. Life never dies. Life never dies. Life lasts forever. So the Bible is a load of rubbish. The Bible is just a philosophy that fools the ordinary people. Ask anybody what all the stories in the Bible, what continent it all happened. They can't tell you. Right? It all happened in the stories of the Bible, is all up in North Africa. But I don't put that in the Bible because I don't want you to see the greatness of Africa. Africa is shown as being a primitive place. The civilization of the entire earth came out of Africa. Right? And when the continent of South America was joined onto Africa, it was different, completely different. The ethnic group of people came about as the Spirit of God created life. And then an evolvement of differences and indifferences developed in Africa. So the continent, Ghana is the center of the earth. It goes, the meridian line goes right up to the North Pole. right? The place they call the Middle East is not the Middle East. The Middle East is in Southeast Asia. They call the Middle East where the Arabs are as that is the Middle East. None of the Arab countries are in the Middle East. They're all in North Africa, south of Asia. South of Asia. The Middle East is in the Indian Ocean. You get a map, geography book and look at it and you see it. A whole lot of things the British has changed to suit themselves. And nowadays it is slowly coming out, right? Because the mass of the people don't have the education. The mass of people don't have education. You can tell them anything, they believe it. Right? Education once upon a time in this country was only for the rich. Poor people couldn't go to school, right? I didn't know anything about school.
This is nothing.
It's Jamaicans who come here and enlighten the entire nation of Britain. When I came here, it was primitive. To walk down Oxford Street in the 50s, the police were likely to lock you up. That's how bad it used to be.
So you're black?
Huh?
Or just you're black?
You're black! Joking!
Your uncle, what can you tell me about the see the gang culture and the bad man type of culture? Where these things come from?
Well, the poverty-stricken life in Britain, where people are hungry and starving, and if you could rob food from somewhere, you have other people who come around to get some of the food. Britain was a land of starvation. The black man bring Jamaica, black people bring food, come here, civilize the English in 1566. The white man don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear that.
They send them cut out.
They don't want to hear that. Right? Britain didn't create fuck all. Not even the language is not a white man created. William Shakespeare wasn't a white man. William Shakespeare father came from Ghana.
William Shakespeare's father from Ghana?
Huh?
William Shakespeare's father from
His
Ghana?
father from Ghana.
He's a black man.
A black man, a professor. He was the Ghanaian built Oxford University.
How you know this? How you know this?
It's
the first I'm hearing.
It's all in historical knowledge, man.
I just have to do my research.
In various research, and
Alright.
I was studying health at the time. And by reading through the historic development of health, a lot of things run across me. I try to solve them. The people of this country are starving. Starvation because Britain don't grow food. Cabbage and lettuce and apple can't feed a nation. To prove what I'm saying is true, the starvation was so bad in this country that the Queen of England was in East London.
Want some water? You have a drink for uncle?
Yeah, the Queen of England was in East London, which is now Queen Mary University, right? When you go to Stratford, and the people are dying, starvation, and you have Hyde Park was the cemetery where they buried people. I remember when I came here, all the buried stone in Hyde Park. Battersea Park, Blackheath was another cemetery.
Yeah, Blackheath. That's why I named Blackheath down.
Central Park. In the 50s, all the parks had cemetery stones. The government never built park for people to walk in. It wasn't like that. It was the rich who abused the poor people in this country. And the black people are the savior. Without black people, there wouldn't be no fucking England. England would never exist. No, the Europeans wouldn't give England anything.
Take your time, Uncle. Let me go and find you some water. Let me go and find you some water.
No way, all of what, the last war, the 1914 war, is Jamaican. Jamaicans fought the 1914 war for Britain.
1914.
1914 to 1918. What did Jamaicans get? Fuck all. Right? Britain illegally invaded Russia, the Crimea. They didn't have population of men because most of them died out. The whole nation of men, British Army, were Jamaicans who fought. To tell you about the first nest was Mirrors.
So why Jamaica fight for Britain them time then? Why? I want you to
People
slavery.
weren't enlightened to certain things, man, because the Emperor of Ghana taught the British the philosophy of life to survive. Didn't I tell you that before?
Yeah.
You ask him
Through my video, and me hear you cough, I want to get some water, Uncle. I can't concentrate.
and by having a philosophy, you have power. If you have a philosophy to make people believe in, you have total control. You can't talk a place like this.
Yeah. Don't worry, man. We got some good footage, Uncle. We're good, man. Respect, yeah? Respect, Uncle. Respect.
Yeah, I'm gonna get something up here.
All right, man. You good, yeah? All right, Uncle. So the Uncle cut out there. God. See him there across the road. Yo.
Say something like that. I feel like you sound like just do it quick.